Today, we're going to talk about one of the most hilarious things I've ever witnessed on the internet, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Hopefully, you can laugh along with me as we dive through the mystique of this odd character. Before you say anything, as I hear you typing down below, I am wearing pimple patches. That is what is on my face. You don't have to comment. I already know. Or you could comment. You're going to comment. Let's be honest. I don't need to be talking about this, so do your thing. The character we're talking about today is specifically Charlie Wellham, and I think you're gonna enjoy him quite a bit because he, of course, has so much wisdom to provide us with. And I'll start with the video that led me to him in the first place.
You can tell straight away when a man isn't confident when they're walking around, looking at the ground, with their shoulders slumped, avoiding eye contact. Instead, next time you're walking somewhere, look straight ahead. Be more confident and follow these rules. Number one, never hide your thumbs. It makes you look nervous and it also makes it look like you got something to hide. Number two, start swaying your shoulders when you walk. And number three, walk with pure confidence. Shoulders back, chin up, and walk as if there's a line going straight through your body.
You heard it here first, boys. Make sure you sway your shoulders when you walk, as if you're some kind of boss in a video game. I just think of like the weird anime characters. Man, I just realized I look like Darth Vader right now as I'm talking about this guy who's a pretty boy in a black hood with a deranged face, looking very tired. And this wouldn't be an alpha male grifter unless he had a course that taught you how to get women, make money, and other things, apparently. I don't know what, really, to be honest. Let's have him explain it.
Guys, I'm sorry to tell you this, but the school system that you're in is failing you. I mean, you can listen to your business studies teacher all you like. Your business teacher's probably out there driving a Toyota Yaris, and that's just fact. This is why I'm putting together a community for guys to come together to learn business, talking to women, communication, mindset, and all the skills you actually need in real life. Not what your teacher told you that's in a book that was relevant maybe 300 years ago. At the end of the day, guys, all that is irrelevant. You need to be learning what is relevant today and in the real world. So what's going to be included is weekly calls, weekly seminars, and lessons basically teaching you stuff that you're going to need in the real world today. Essential skills in the real world, like talking to women, communication, how to talk to people properly, starting a business, and so much more. It's going to involve one-on-one advice with me and other experts in the industry. So guys, if you want to unlock your free consultation call with me, DM me in and I'll set you up.
So to get this straight, he's going to teach us how to talk to people, how to start a business, and how to make money and learn real skills that are applicable in the real world. So I hope he can teach me how to do my taxes. I hope he can teach me how government works. One thing I think that's so funny when people talk about starting a business with their business course is they don't just teach you anything, actually. They teach you the basic necessities that some 7-year-old with ChatGPT could put together. Nothing more, and definitely a lot less. Usually it's nothing actually sophisticated or thought-provoking or insightful or even analytically actionable. It's just,
hey, this is the mindset you should have going into business. Good luck.
All right, man, great, thanks. I'll take my $20 back now, please, and have a nice day. Just so you're also aware, I'm pretty sure this guy started out as a barber, so, you know, wow.
The majority of people think that being late makes you less likable, but this is where they're wrong. Let me tell you why the majority of females prefer a man being late over a man that is too early. Being 5 minutes late is
the B-roll. I can't hear the B-roll of like women making very erotic faces as he's talking about being late. Like, show up late to your events, people, because man, it's gonna make women gasp for you to be there sooner. It's gonna be insane.
Nothing, but to the girl, she's gonna be thinking so many things in her head. What's he doing? Why is he late? He must be a busy man. She's gonna start getting more excited. And being too early makes you look too eager and looks like you have nothing to do. It's not a good look. And when it comes to small gatherings with friends, you're gonna wanna arrive at least 15 minutes late. This is because they're gonna be talking about you before you even arrive.
Yeah, so just make everybody wait for you all the time. It's gonna be the way to go. Most people are gonna be eager and talking about you because they cannot stand when you aren't around them. They need you around them. So they're gonna be jabbering and yapping all about you. That's what the whole friend group is there for anyways, just to talk about you guys. It's not it's not for the friend group or talking about other people. It's just you. You're the only important one, apparently. And so you have to be late. You have to be late because that shows off how important you are. I don't think this really makes sense. It doesn't track with my logic here, at least. I think more often than not, being early has only proven to benefit me in my life in many different ways than being late. So I think there's one practical tip here, which is putting your hair down if you have a big forehead. That kind of makes sense. The lotioning? Oh, Lord. Putting lotion on your ears and massaging your ears. Apparently, it changes the shape and architecture of your cartilage within your ear and therefore completely molds the ear to the way you want it to be. Never knew that was possible. Geez, all the physiology I've learned in the world never taught me anything like that being possible. I guess I'm behind. This is what we'd be picking up in his course, and I'm missing out. It's new foundational knowledge that school didn't teach me. Dang it. Yeah, so here he's insinuating that sleeping on your back is somehow going to make you have the most symmetrical face of all time. I don't know, I pretty much exclusively sleep on my side or stomach, or really, actually just however I want to sleep because it's comfortable. Does my face look very asymmetrical to me? It's not asymmetrical, right? Okay, let's be honest, there's no clinically proven foundationally human research data on this claim at all. No data. So this is basically what's happening here, right? Let me break this down for you. Let me break it down real simple. We're talking about a guy who's making up claims and solutions to problems that people have, which are built into their lives. They can't be fixed through any other means. So he's creating a false solution and almost generating the problem by pointing it out too. Then solving this problem with a paid course, saying that he has exclusive knowledge that you can't get anywhere else within this paid course. So he's gonna tell me to sleep on my back? Man, it's almost as if somebody would have figured this out by now if it really was that easy, huh? I really needed to know that. Have you guys ever worn your hoodie diagonally like this? Have you ever even tied a hoodie around your neck? I certainly haven't. I have never done that once in my entire life, ever. I usually wear my hoodies, funny enough. That's kind of why I buy them. Such a tricky situation though, you know? I never really know. Do I wrap it around my neck? Do I wrap it around my abdomen? Do I do the hips? That's a little bit risky. Or do I just put it over my arms, like wear it like a normal human being? What are the girls gonna think of me? What if I do it wrong? Possibly I could look like a buffoon if I wrap the sweatshirt around my abdomen. Or if maybe she prefers a shoulder sweatshirt guy and not an abdomen shoulder sweatshirt guy. Jeez, such a tough world out there. The alphas, the tigers, the wolves out there. I'm the alpha, I'm the leader, I'm the one to trust. They know what to do. I'm just a measly beta male. That's all I am. Dang it. So look, the guy that we're talking about, right? He talks about being this alpha male. He talks about being often jacked, talks about working out, and he's even done strip parties before too, which he shared on his TikTok. I'm not gonna put that on YouTube because they seem to be very, very cautious with how much skin I show of any human being lately. Very interesting. It seems the terms are changing actively again. We're having a shift. I don't know why. What does his physique look like? How does this guy look? You be the guest. You tell me, huh? Yeah, so this is the bloke's physique. You know, pretty mid, man. He's probably 17, 18% body fat. That's a real catch. Real big catch right there. I'm not trying to make fun of the guy, right? I'm trying to be as genuine as possible. You haven't seen much of his profile, but it's mostly just talking about how to looks max, how to be the best for a female and specifically be the best in life. Some of his advice can be kind of practical, like how to style your hair. There's a lot of those videos on his profile and they're fairly good. Realistic advice that anyone could use. Then there's just a lot of weird stuff in between all of that that is just, I don't even need to make fun of. This is what I mean, for example. Let's just watch this one. Is this OnlyFans? What is he trying to do? Is this I'm really confused who this content is for. Is it for males trying to improve their physical appearance? Or is it for females who are over the age of 40 and thirsty for just about anything that has a appendage between their legs. I don't understand what we're watching here. Is this alpha male content, or is this really something that Wes Watson would like to take part in? Skills every man should have. Be able to talk to anybody. I'm talking to you. I can talk to anybody. I mean, as long as you can verbalize words, I'm pretty sure you can talk to anybody. So that's not very difficult. The second one is to know how to approach a woman. I can walk up to any woman. Doesn't really take a lot of respectfully. Oh, yeesh. Maybe not. Maybe not that one. That's probably not gonna happen. Maybe he's right. And the car that he's driving, I don't know if you guys know what this car is. I'm a very big car. Weird fact, fun factoid about me. I love planes. I could tell you anything about airplanes.
Tina, tell us a little bit about Cody. Cody is blind and autistic.
Specifically jets. I'm a freak about air safety and plane crashes because I absolutely have a terrifying fear of flying. So I researched them on end. Like I can't say how much, but I've probably watched over 100 hours of jet related content on how jets operate, how jet engines work, where fuel is, like everything about an airplane, basically commercial airplanes to non-commercial airplanes, but also cars too. I have a fascination with cars, electric, gas, diesel cars. I love them. I think they're a beautiful feat of engineering, and it's a thing I like. I like investing in cars. I like spending money on cars. I like spending money on that stuff because I think it's cool as shit. And so I happen to know the car market pretty well. The car he's driving, I think, is a BMW i8. Yeah, it is. It's a BMW i8. Now, these look like a fancy car. These look like a supercar. It's basically a great way to look rich for cheap. Real cheap. Because right now, you can buy one for about 30 grand. That's really all you need to pay. About 30 grand to buy one of these cars. The reason being is because, unfortunately, when they produce the car, they put a 3-cylinder engine in it. You know, most supercars have a V12. Maybe even if it's a Bugatti, a 16-cylinder engine that produces 2,000 horsepower in combination with a hybrid engine. But the i8, no, my friends, that had 3-cylinder engine. It did have 2 electric engines in the wheels, but in total, it only produced something like 380 horsepower on a good day. Its 0 to 60 is worse than a Honda Civic. It's a terrible car. It's like, literally, how can I put a rich looking face on something that is so poorly made it's laughable? That's what he's driving. Yeah, I'm sorry. It makes a combined total. It has a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine. Ooh. And with its 2 energy motors or electric motors, it makes a combined total 360 horsepower. Believe that. A freaking Subaru BRZ that you can pick up right now, 2025, which those new ones are looking pretty clean, by the way, makes just about as much horsepower. At least the weight to horsepower ratio is significantly better. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm going to make you taller instantly with one simple exercise. The majority of people's hips are either leaning forward or leaning back. Very rarely the correct posture. Place your left knee on the floor with your right leg out in front. Make sure your knee is directly above your ankle and your back is straight. Slowly lean forward and stretch out your hip flexor. You'll feel the stretch right in your hips and in your thigh. Release and repeat and switch over to your other leg.
Yeah, so here we have, again, somebody producing problems that are really not an issue for a lot of people. I mean, you might be short, and hey, if you're Greg Doucette watching this, I'm so sorry, man. It just is what it is. Genetics, you can't play with them, right? They're manlets are real, and they're out there. They're scary, but they're out there. You can't do anything about it. And certainly flexing your hip flexors or stretching your knees or whatever he's doing, I really have no clue. It's not going to make you taller, unfortunately. It's not going to extend your growth plates. It's not going to create a longer spine. I don't know, you'd probably be better off just wearing those heel elevated shoes that other alpha male grifters tend to wear. Something like that.
This is why hats don't look good on you. If you think hats just don't look good on you, you might be buying the wrong one. It's important to buy the right one for your face shape. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to jump onto Forte Series Face Shape Filter and discover your face shape first before buying a hat. So I'm going through the face shapes, and I am a triangular face shape. So now that you know your face shape, here are my recommendations. Those with oval face shapes have the greatest choice when it comes to hats. But for the best style, go for ones with medium to wide brims. Rectangle face shapes also have a lot of versatility when it comes to hats, but I recommend go for a wide brim with a bit of curve to balance out your sharp jawline. With square face shapes, you're going to want to draw attention away from that boxy face shape. Go for a hat with a floppy crown. Floppy hats like bucket hats and one with a large crown work really well. With a diamond face shape, it all depends on how you wear the hat. If you wear the hat further back, it's gonna balance out that shortened face. A styled back beanie or one with side rims are gonna really balance out your face well. If you want me to do more face shapes, let me know in the comments.
Apparently we're hat maxing in 2025 now. I genuinely don't understand what's wrong with this generation. Can you just wear a hat? I don't think I have ever heard a female or a male comment on how I wear a hat, or anyone and how they wear a hat being part of their intrinsic attraction as an individual. I think I usually just pick a hat if it looks cool, throw it on, and people generally like it. I think you could probably do the same with safety and not have to worry about using face filters to determine the size and shape of your face to find the hat that fits for you. If you like a hat, you should probably buy it. That goes just about with anything on the spectrum of living. The foods you eat, the workouts you do, the supplements you take. If you enjoy something, don't let anyone else tell you to stop doing it unless it is actually harmful. But the reality is if you want to build muscle, any kind of resistance training is probably going to get you there to some capacity. If you want to take supplements, most of them don't really do that much, but you're more than welcome to take as many as you'd like. That's fine as well. If you want to do other extracurricular activities, you can go do those as well. I don't think there's much that is in the realm of right and wrong. And I think if anything, 2025 has shown us that you can do anything right or wrong and be successful. So don't get too caught up in the details. Move in the generally right direction, which is take care of your health by eating right, taking care of your body, and generally a good idea would be to, I don't know, do some form of cardio and resistance training, generally, right? And do some facial care. It doesn't have to be crazy. Wash your face with a facial cleanser, put some moisturizer on, call it good. You don't have to go so nuts with all this stuff and spend hundreds of dollars on skincare products just to make sure that you're looking top for the next broad who's just gonna pick up the guy who has a little bit more money the next time around. It's not worth your time. That's the apathy version of what I have to impart with you today. I hope it helps. What do you think about Charlie's tips? Tell me down below. It might be helpful. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm blasphemous and absolutely a beta male in the pool of alpha males that is TikTok and Instagram, and I'm just the only loser out here on a lone island, suffering all by my lonesome, terribly. Ugh, the agony. The agony. It's so brutal. Terrible. Subscribe or something. YouTube thinks you'll like this video. Just click that one. All right, leave this one. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get really weird in like 3 seconds here. Just click the video. Do it now or forever hold your peace. I warned you.